I'm Farnoosh Torabi with TheStreet.com TV. You're watching Wall Street Confidential, following up on the big deal this week, Ingersoll Rand, and what it means for infrastructure. Welcome,
right.
Jim Cramer.
Well, I mean, I think that buying Trane was a smart move because I think the Europeans were going to buy Trane. Trane has a big overseas business. Yes, I think they did. This company was ripe for the asking. You knew that when Fred Pozis dismantled American Standard, that this is the asset that they made so it could be sold because it was not the spinoff, which you have to wait a couple of years for. This is a very infrastructure and commercial real estate play with some residential. Once again, because oil goes up, people want to be in climate control. If you look at the Honeywell quarter, they have very good climate control numbers. Johnson Controls, very good climate numbers. Goodman Global, by the way, does some of these similar things. It's near its 52-week high. I would tell you that this is an example of something that right now no one cares about because the market's in such a negative phase. This was a very big deal by a very smart company saying that there's real value in cyclical companies. Ingersoll Rand's very smart. They dumped Bobcat at a price no one could thought was possible. That stock's come down a lot. It unfortunately happened the same day that Illinois Tool Works, which is again viewed as being similar to Ingersoll, guided down. No one is willing to take any sort of longer-term view here. National Oil Varco buys Grant Prico. They take out one of their principal competitors. People don't like that either. We're in a distinctly horrible moment for the market, one that I traditionally want to buy when we get oversold. And the Trane deal, and we're not oversold. We were like on the oscillator that I follow, the Standard & Poor's oscillator, we were less than -2. It's not until -4 or 5 that you even should be thinking about buying in a really awful environment. But I think that Ingersoll buying Trane, National Oil Varco buying Grant Prico, says that there's strategic acquisitions that can be done by companies that see real value. And the value is being created by mutual fund managers and hedge fund managers who are forcing stocks down.
And this, particularly the infrastructure sector, is a strong sector for acquisitions, or?
I think so. I mean, I was looking at AECOM again. I mean, look, infrastructure, agriculture, minerals, these are all getting killed. And that's because people feel like that long-term growth is going down. And we also don't want to pay for long-term growth in a stagflationary environment. Remember, I disagree with both these conclusions. I think that we're going to be troughing in the U.S. economy 6 to 9 months from now. So you want to own Trane. Okay. And that makes a lot of sense. A 6 to 9 month perspective, to me, one of the things that I want to talk about in the next video, in another video, is about housing. But I think that there will be a bottom sometime, but that most people won't be availed of it because they'll be out of the game because they just can't take environments like this one.
They're just throwing in the towel.
Yeah, because it's just too easy to throw in the towel and say, forget it. Goldman reports a great number. It's down huge. I don't want anything to do with this market. And I've seen that time and again, which is why there's far fewer individual investors than there used to be.
All right, well, I'm curious to hear your perspective on the housing bottom. Thanks a lot, Jim Cramer, on infrastructure. Ingersoll Rand's deal recently this week. Thanks a lot. This is Wall Street Confidential on TheStreet.com TV.